So, Jonathan, how's your day been?
My day has been good, and
That's
yourself?
good. It's going good. It's
Cool.
going good, yeah.
Cool.
How was your spring break?
Spring break was good. Spring break was good. I went on a study abroad trip with Dr. Grindstaff and another student, Mark Brown. We took some time up in Toronto, Canada, so that was real fun. Spent a couple of nights there, and what we were doing, we were collaborating with other faculty members that Dr. Grindstaff knew at Humber College. Humber College is one of the biggest colleges in the world.
Oh, wow.
They have, I think, an estimated 80 to 100,000 students.
You're joking.
So it's huge. But went up there and we worked with a light board, fixture, which is basically a board that is made of glass. So if you were on the opposite side of the board using a transparent type pen, you'd be able to see the writing as if you were in front of the board, if that makes sense. So if you're facing it here, writing, on the opposite side, you'd be able to see the exact same thing. And that was interesting because we talked about different sports psych topics, the Ringleman effect. We talked about the prisoner's dilemma. We talked about just various different topics, different mechanisms within sports psych. And like I said, that was just our way of utilizing it. So
you had a great time on your trip and plans?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah. What all did you all do? Anything else? Like, were you able to interact with students?
Yeah, when we were at Humber, we actually went to an 8 o'clock class. I believe it was that Monday. It was I can't remember what the class was, but it was in relation to sports psych. One of the professors was the actual faculty member that Dr. Grindstaff knew from his undergrad at UT.
Oh, okay.
So with that being said, we got a chance to sit in with his classmates. The professor, he gave us a formal introduction of who we were. Got in contact with some of the students, got some Snapchats and you know what I mean, that kind of thing. But we after that class, we were able to link up with some of the students after we did our lightboard videos in the gym.
Okay.
You know, we played ball with 2 or 3 of the students in the gym, and just got a chance to get a general synopsis of how the facility is ran, how the school is ran. The school is huge. It's huge. 80 to 100 is huge. Like it's huge. But that was a way that we got a chance to interact with them while we were on campus.
That's
So,
good. I guess you can fit like a million
it was about 3 TSUs. That's what I had. Yeah, that's what I
So nothing on like MTSU or UT9.
The guy that told us, he literally said that it was probably one of, if not the biggest campus like on the earth. Legit. It's huge. We're talking like a little bit under 100,000 students. So yeah, because I think Ohio State is the biggest in the states. I think I'm not too sure, but I think. But that school is huge. Like it's so huge to where they have a North Division. And I'm sure they got like a western wing or eastern wing. Like it's that big.
I'm pretty sure trying to get to classes. Like,
Oh man, we got lost a few times.
Really?
We got lost a few times.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Wow.
It was huge.
Did you go to like any attractions when you were there?
Oh yeah, we went to first off we spent a little nightlife downtown at on Saturday. That was like our first night. And we went to this club. I can't think of the name of it, but it was packed. It was packed. Just met a couple of people in there and just kind of talk. We let them know that we're from the States, and people in Canada, they get real pumped when they see people from the States. Yeah, so that was kind of interesting. But I think that Sunday we went to one of the malls. It wasn't as big as the one that we had went to. We went to that one Sunday. We went to another one I think on Tuesday or Wednesday. The one that we went to Tuesday or Wednesday was huge. Wow. It had every store you can think of, from all the name brand stores. It had a couple of sweetening stores like Gigi's Cupcake Factory and
I don't think I've ever.
Auntie Anne's.
I've seen.
It was so many of those type of stores and restaurants and stuff.
Right.
But we also went to see Niagara Falls, and to see it on TV, magazines, movies, it does it a lot of major discredit because you see it in person, and it's like, dude. Like this compares to none of them. I really had to sit there. Dr. Grindstaff and Mark, they had walked on down to I guess the colder part of Niagara Falls because on one end had to be about 35, 40 degrees. But as you gradually went down closer towards it, you could see icicles on like the mountains. and stuff
Wow.
like that. So they walked towards that.
Yeah.
I just really, for one, I didn't walk with them because it was too cold. That was the first thing.
You don't like
But-
the cold?
Yeah, no, I'm not I can't do it. I can't do it. But that was one reason why I just let them walk down. But another reason was I really had to meditate on God's creation. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? Like I really had to sit there, and it
Take
took
it
my
over.
I really
I
did. I really
understand.
did because you know that's a once in a lifetime trip that you
Right,
get to
right.
see Niagara Falls in person.
Right.
So I just really had to sit there and just like meditate
Right.
on like, dude, this is awesome. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
just so much water. You had the white, I don't know if they call seagulls or birds or whatever, but they were just flying in the mist. You had the rainbow covering the top of the Niagara Falls. Man, it was nice.
Wow.
It was nice. So we did that. CN Tower. We went to CN Tower. It's
Tell me about that.
it's the it is the building. You know the cover of Drake's album Views.
Yeah.
That
Where you
building.
said, yeah,
We were in
top
that.
of the
We were in
top.
that building. We were in the circular portion
you
of
were
that
that
building.
far. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
we went up that high. We were from where that picture is on his album. We were 1,200 feet in the air. The building itself is 18. It's approximately 1,800 feet in the air. But where he has that area at, that's where we were at.
Right.
You know, taking pictures and stuff.
Right.
And that's 1,200 feet in the air. When you get up to the top, it's glass floors. It's a exhibit where they have glass floors, and it was a fun fact that they said that the glass floors, I think, can hold up to 15 large hippos. I didn't believe that, but you know, I didn't believe that because I was just looking. I was like, "There's no
Must've been
way."
tested.
Yeah, I was like, "There's
That's
no
a
way."
test.
Like, what's the hypothesis and all that?
Right,
Like, what's your
What's the norm?
evaluation?
They cannot.
Yeah, like what's
Right.
the evaluation? But
Yeah.
man, it was really interesting to see. Basically, how far down you are to how far up we were. So you're looking at the glass, and I remember it was a child. He just kept stomping on the glass. I was like, dude, chill. I was like, chill. But then, the glass is thick. But
Right.
me being, who I am, I was just like, dude, man, hey, we on glass.
Right.
But I took a bunch of pictures, man, because like I said, just seeing the view from down from where we were at,
Right.
and then actually being in that surrounding circular area where you could see all of Toronto.
Yeah.
You could see, I think we could see Lake Ontario.
Okay.
That was one of the, Great Lakes that we could see. And then from there, you had a division from the lake all the way to downtown Toronto. You're talking about nothing but buildings. Toronto itself is huge. We're talking about a city that when you cross the border from, I can't think of the name of the city. It's not directly Ontario to Toronto, but it's another city in between. I think Mississauga or something like that.
Okay.
But anyway, when you cross that border, it says that the population is like 2.6 million. Toronto is huge. Like that's the biggest city that I ever been to.
Right.
And I like traveling a lot.
Yeah.
But that's definitely the biggest city I've ever been to. It's
Like
huge.
you
Man, it's huge.
saw so much while you were there and interacted with a lot of people. And what's the difference between the states and how do people interact?
Oh man, the major difference that I seen as soon as I got down there is the cleanliness of the city. We're talking about, you catch Nashville, you go on I-40, you'll see a bunch of trash, a bunch of roadkill, debris, that kind of thing.
Right.
Toronto is clean. I didn't, they have a major fine for what they call dumping, what we call littering. They call it dumping. It's like a $500 fine. So they take cleanliness very seriously.
Wow.
And that was just one thing that I seen as soon as I got there. I was like, man, there's not a lot of not a lot of trash
Right.
everywhere. Another thing that I seen that was different from the States, it was just funny to me. Where we call restrooms, they call washrooms. So I thought that was kind of fun. I asked one of the guys. I was like, "What is a restroom?" He's like, "Yo, you mean a washroom?" I was like, "Sure, I don't know." So that was kind of funny to me. But the currency, of course, is different. Our money, our dollar value is worth more up there,
Okay.
and their dollar value is worth less down here.